Well, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 20 of the Let's Play world. First off, let me just thank everybody who's stuck with me since the very beginning and followed along on the adventure. I really appreciate it. These have been a lot of fun to make, and I am just really happy with all the progress we've made. I appreciate all your comments, I appreciate the feedback, and I'm just having a great time with it. I hope you are as well. In celebration of the 20th Let's Play episode, we are going to do some viewer requests. So on our wall of tasks, there are 3 tasks that were suggested by viewers, and today we're going to knock all 3 of those out. The first suggestion came from the Blaine Train, and that is kill a wither, so that's what we're going to do. So I just did a video where I talked about how you could kill a wither using just a stick. Now, I did have some different armor and different potions that I don't have here, so we're going to have to go at this a little bit differently than I did in that video. If you want to see me kill a wither with a stick, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. For the wither fight, I am going to take a strength potion along with me, some health potions, bow and some arrows, a pickaxe so I can get to a place to kill the wither. I'm going to make a new sword out of diamond. I'm going to put a few enchantments on this. I'm going to put looting on the sword. There we go. I'm going to put unbreaking. Then I'm going to put smite 5. So I've got my potions, I've got my wither killing sword, got my bow and arrow. So now we just need to find a place to kill this guy. So we're going to kill the wither down here in my mine. I'm going to go back at the end here about 30 blocks or so, and then set up a little space so that we can spawn a wither. So this makes me a little bit nervous. I don't think the wither is bothered much by lava, but we definitely would be. So if he starts breaking blocks and we get a lot of lava, we're going to be in trouble. So I've been looking for a place where I didn't hear lava, because that would be really bad, and where I didn't run into a cave, because that would be bad if the wither escaped. I went down one of the chutes of the mine, so we're way down here, and I think this is going to work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set him up here so that he spawns in this little cavern, and then I'm going to back up and shoot him with arrows until he gets down to half health. At half health, he generates a shield so arrows don't work any longer, and then I'll use the strength potion to come up and bash him with the Wither Killer Sword, and hopefully that'll work. So let's get soul sand down here, and then the wither skulls. Let's cross our fingers. I hope this works. We'll explode. Off we go. Right. Diamonds are a bonus. I'm gonna get a health potion ready so that I don't die. I'm being withered. Oh, I made it. Good. Well, this is nice, isn't it? And there's our nether star. Ooh, I also got a wither skull. Not a wither skeleton skull. A wither's skull. So, as you know, mobs will drop their heads when you kill them. So that'll be a nice addition. Very cool. So now we'll be able to create a beacon and do all kinds of fun stuff. That one gets come off the wall. The next viewer request comes from Not So Funny, who wants me to build a big glass rainbow. Now I've almost got all the materials together for this. There's just one thing I'm missing, and that's a lot of green dye. So we are going to gather up some of this cactus we've been growing out back, and we are going to build us a proper cactus farm. And I think we're going to do it in the form of a time lapse. And there is our cactus farm. I decided to use the crimson stems because honestly, I think they're kind of a weird color and I don't know when I'm going to use them for anything else, so I thought it would make a nice accent for the oak and the stone. This is actually a pretty tiny farm. There's only 8 pieces of cactus in there. And what's going on is the cactus right above it has a fence post. And so every time the cactus grows, it detects that there's a block next to it, just like that, pops off. And then down below here, I have some water streams. I still have some terraforming to do down here, so it's a little bit unfinished. And then inside, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this the collection area or if I'm going to send this somewhere off to be collected elsewhere. But yeah, you can see it's trickling in. Cactus is one of those things where I don't use very much of it. Occasionally I'll use it for like a mob farm to, grind some mobs down, or I need green dye, which is why we made it today. But otherwise, I don't use a lot of cactus, so I think this is going to serve us just fine. So I've not built a rainbow before, but I have built circles, and I figure if I can figure out how to build a circle, I can probably figure out how to build a rainbow. I just need to figure out how big this is here, and then, how big the actual circle would be, and then just build part of the circle. So I think that's going to be doable. And then I've got a whole bunch of glass, a whole bunch of dye, so I think it'll be a pretty convincing looking rainbow once we get it in there. So let me do a little bit of measuring and see if we can figure this out. So I think I've figured out where the rainbow's going to go. This is basically the trajectory, and this will be the center. It's really interesting. This area over here seems much further away when you're standing at the portal, but it's actually not all that far away. So this, it's a little bit of an optical illusion, is much longer on this side than it is on this side, but this very much feels like the center when you look at it from over there. So I think this is where the rainbow is going to go, and I don't think I want it to be much higher up in the air than this, because I do want it to kind of interact with this as the background. So I'm just going to give it a shot and see how it turns out. Well, there it is. That is actually pretty fun. I've never built anything like that before, never really thought to, so that was a good suggestion. Wasn't so tricky getting all the materials and everything. It was tricky figuring out the curve because, like I said, it goes a little further on this side than it does on this side. But once I figured out where the purple blocks were, all I had to do was stack the rest of the blocks on top of it. And yeah, I think it looks very cool. Nice addition to the landscape. And just like we have our desert outpost, I think I want to build a mesa outpost so that this is housed inside of a building, and then we can have this really awesome view of the mesas and the rainbow. So there you have it. So that one gets to come off of the wall of tasks. While I'm thinking about it, sheep farm done. The third and final viewer request comes from Adam Grun Clampett, and that was to explore more. So let's talk for a moment about exploration. So this is our little shrinky map. and I want to make a change. I've had this laid out for a little bit, and I've decided we're going to pull this side, and we're going to pull this side. And we are going to limit our exploration to these 6 maps. Now, the reason for that is I am very excited about the upcoming 1.17 update. And the way that updates work, in case you don't know, basically any explored areas on the map, any places we've been, those are done. Those are generated and they will not change with an update. All of the areas outside of this map, when 1.17 happens, they will get the new mountains, they will get the new caves, they'll get the new ores, all the new materials. And so if we poke around, we're going to just load a bunch of chunks that will be static and stuck, and they won't get the benefits of the 1.17 update. I know that update is quite a ways away, but as you can see, we've got quite a lot to explore yet. And I think it's going to be a good idea. Trust me on this one. So as far as exploration goes, I think we should fill in a little bit of these maps. Let's grab this one, grab this one, and let's grab this one. We also have a couple of treasure maps we haven't found yet. So let's grab some of those in case we run across them while exploring our shrinky maps. All right, let's do this. We're going to start with this map. And we're going to go by boat here. And let's see, it looks like we just need to start south to fill this thing out. Sometimes Minecraft can be so pretty. It's really interesting how the land generates. This island has a village on it. Let's see if we can find that here on the map. Yeah, we definitely haven't explored that yet. Well, looks like we're hopping out of the boat. This is the village where our villager breeder villagers came from. Hello, foxes. Yikes. Mm-hmm. Hmm. This is a big cave. Oh. I'm doomed. I'm okay. Boy, I don't know how much farther down I want to go. This is crazy. Wow, this is a giant, giant cave. My fear, of course, is I'm going to get lost and die and lose all my stuff. It would be real bad. I seem to have run through all my torches, which is not great. Hello. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the surface. All right, now that I have been thoroughly sidetracked, let's get back to exploring. So this here, that's the second boat wreck that we found, that we investigated. Well, I think we're getting back in the boat. This here is the island where the iron farm is, I believe. Yeah, it's just on the other side of all of this. I had mentioned how sometimes Minecraft can be so pretty. Sometimes it can be pretty weird. This is always interesting when you find a portal, you have no idea where it goes. Well, let's see what's on the other side of this here. Fascinating. I figured out what it is. It's when I was looking for the iron farm, I was making a portal and I flipped the negative and positive coordinates and ended up building a portal out in the middle of nowhere. So that's all it was. So I tore it down. Well, I would say that map is pretty well filled out. I think that looks really cool. And I was looking at one of the treasure maps I have, and as you can see on the right side, I am basically in line with it. I just need to head west quite a ways to find the treasure. So that might be worthwhile. Seem to be getting close. Aha, we're making some progress here. So funny that like I've been by here a million times and just never knew it was here. All right, apparently it is right here. So yeah, right here is where the treasure is. Right over there is where that broken portal was that we saw in episode 1 on our way from spawn. So yeah, we're very close to base. Haha. All right. Emeralds, iron, another heart of the sea, which I will definitely take. Some salmon, prismarine, odd, and a leather tunic. Since we're so close, let's make a pit stop and drop some of this stuff off here. We put you back. Boop. I wasn't so sure at first, but the more I'm looking at this, the more I like it. Okay, let's explore this map a little bit more here. I've been seeing lots of stuff on the bottom of the ocean. Like over here I can see, ooh, a shipwreck, a portal earlier. Lots of cool things that once we have maybe a turtle shell helmet, that's something. Aha, that's really cool. This is an ocean monument. That is definitely going on the list of things we're going to have to investigate. Very cool. Boat crash. Hey, well, wheat. Paper. pumpkin, some TNT, a bunch of poisonous potatoes. This is something you don't see very often. This is something called a shattered savanna. And it's basically a savanna biome that is really, really amplified. Very unusual. And you can find a lot of coarse dirt just naturally occurring in here. Coarse dirt, you normally have to mix dirt and gravel to make it. And it just doesn't grow grass on it, is what makes it special. So if ever you're doing any decorating and you want the dirt to stay dirt, coarse dirt is a great way to do that. Yeah, very weird, very unusual land masses in shattered savannas. Very cool. Oh, boat crash. A little bit of loot in there. We'll have to have a suspicious stew tasting episode sometime. There's a village hiding in this shattered savanna. Pretty fun. Just so crazy looking. Very weird. I found another one. Well, you can see I'm approaching the bottom of the map here. And everything to my right has been land. I've just been following a coastline. And yeah, I don't know if it's just a really, really big island or if it's a continent or what. But we are going to have to investigate that another time. There is a lot of ocean out here. Lots of ocean. Hello, donkeys. This one's unusual. Like a whole boat. All right, we're going to pop this guy back in here. Very cool. We still have a couple of little patches we need to fill in. And of course, this big landmass that we didn't investigate. I don't think I'm going to have time to get up here today, but as you can plainly see, we have a lot more to explore. And yeah, we found a couple of really cool things. Right out here, there was an ocean monument. And right down between these two, there was an ocean monument. This one is basically just right in line with our base. So that means Ocean Monument is definitely going on the wall of tasks. And although we didn't clear the whole map, I think we did quite a lot of exploring today. So I got a request for finding a trident, which I think if we're going to be going to an ocean monument would be really worthwhile. Also got a request to build a nether base. And I have never done it, believe it or not. I have built tunnels in the nether, but I've never built a base. We should probably finish the overworld base first, then we'll build a nether base. So two quick things. One is, I found a friend while we were out exploring, and we do need to come up with a name for this guy. Second thing is you guys said you would be interested in watching a stream, so let's try that out. I'm going to stream Thursday and Sunday, and we'll see which one works best for people. It's probably an hour each time, and I will probably do it in the evening Pacific time, 6, 7 o'clock. I'll post details on Twitter so that you can follow that. And finally, thank you guys for watching and sticking around for 20 episodes. I really, really appreciate it. I can sit and play Minecraft all day by myself, but it's the collaboration and the input and the community, I think, that really makes it super fun. So I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes. If you have ideas for the wall, let me know what they are. Or if there's things on the wall that you want me to prioritize, let me know about that too. I have a lot of things I want to get to, and with 1.17 coming, even though it's 9 months away, it's going to be super fun. I thank you. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.